Good morning, dear students. In this class, I would like to critically evaluate the poem Democracy, written by Langston Hughes. This is a powerful articulation of the rights of Afro Americans in the United States. The poem begins by saying that democracy will not come today, this year, nor ever through compromise and fear. It is very clear that in order to achieve freedom and justice, the Afro Americans should voice their concerns. Through compromise or fear, they cannot ensure justice. When equal rights are denied, they have to protest against it. Silence is not a means to ensure democracy, or one should not feel that it will come in future. In the second stanza, he says that I have as much right as the other fellow has to stand on my 2 feet and on the land. Look at this. In this stanza, he says that an Afro-Americans also has the same right as the white enjoys in the United States. The Afro-Americans are also an integral part of the American society. They should feel that they are considered as equals. They are not an outsider. They have the right to stand in their own feet and on the land. That means they should be given the chances to work and earn a living. They should have the right to get equal place in the country. This is the idea that he shares. I have equal rights. I have as much right as the other fellow has to stand on my 2 feet and on the land. Look at the third stanza. I tire so of hearing people say, let things take their course. Tomorrow is another day. I do not need my freedom when I am dead. I cannot live on tomorrow's bread. He says that there are people who believe that everything will be okay in future. He is tired of people saying that. When there is injustice, they'll say that everything will be fine in future. We can expect that freedom and justice will prevail in future. That kind of an argument, he is finding it difficult to digest. He says that I cannot live on tomorrow's bread. That means, and also he says that I need my freedom now. Look at the line, I do not need my freedom when I am dead. This is very important. Every individual has the right to enjoy freedom when he or she is alive. Tomorrow is another day. When there is oppression, injustice, it is foolish to believe that everything will be fine in the future. So he's tired of people saying that everything will come, things will take their own time. That kind of an argument he never supports. He believes that everything should be done now itself. The sense of urgency is evident in this stanza. Look at the next stanza. Freedom is a strong seed planted in great need. This stanza encapsulates the entire essence of this poem. Freedom is a birthright of every individual. And look at the way he articulates this. It's a strong seed planted in a great need. It's the need of each and every individual, and Afro-Americans too need that right. So freedom is a strong seed planted in the great need. He concludes the poem by saying that I live here too, I want freedom just as you. This is a reminder to the entire people in the country. Everyone, irrespective of their color, deserves the right to enjoy all the facilities. Everybody has the right to get equal freedom and justice. You cannot deny justice only because one is born as black. This is the powerful articulation of the rights of the Afro Americans. So, this poem demands freedom and justice. So, we need to understand that the poem, though titled as Democracy, talks about the concept of freedom. He beautifully combines these two terms, democracy and freedom. Democracy can be meaningful only when freedom is ensured for all the citizens of the country. Racism is a hindrance to such a beautiful concept. So, the speaker of the poem demands equal rights for all the citizens of the country. We need to remember that the poem is a product of the Harlem Renaissance, one of the movements that emerged in the United States just after the First World War and flourished till 1930s. It's a period of remarkable creativity in literature, music, dance, painting, and sculpture by African Americans. As a distinguished writer of the Harlem Renaissance, Langston Hughes voices the concerns of the Afro Americans in his works. So we can find this poem as a wonderful example of the ideas that he shares in his works. This poem talks about the rights of the Afro Americans and demands freedom and justice for all the citizens of the country. Thank you.